let me see if I can change the title. Okay. Let me see what you guys see. Do you see good? Yes. Sorry. I forgot to mute the I forgot to mute me on YouTube. So, welcome. We're going to do another beading today, another Christmas. Um, hopefully the light is okay. I don't know how well you guys can see. Hopefully it's okay. Today, this is where I'm showing you the Christmas tree. We're going to make classic Christmas tree. Something not very. It's very easy. It's the classic green, golden, red Christmas tree. I'm planning to do this because I just got my my beads. I ran out of some of the beads, and I was like, okay, it's a good thing that they came so I can show you guys how to do this. It's going to be a little bit longer. We're going to do the whole Christmas tree together, so it's just a chill live, not as I said, it's going to take a little bit longer to make. So this is what we're going to make today. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm trying to fix the light. This is my sketchy sketchbook. So yeah. I'm going to be using Miyuki Delica today. You can use any beads type you want. You can use Toho 11 no, you can use Toho 50 no, you can use seed beads, Preciosa Ornella. You can use any beads you want. We're going to do brick stitch. It's going to be looking amazing. The thread, I am going to be using Toho 1G. It's not white, it's more like cream color, but you can use any thread you have as long as it's sturdy thread so that it doesn't break. Delica has this tendency of breaking the thread because the edges are very rough at Delica. They're not nice and rounded, so the rough edges might cut your thread. So you can use any thread you want as long as it's resistant, as tough thread. For the needle, this also is according to preference. You can use a size 11 needle, you can use a smaller one, a size 12, depending on your beads. If you're going to be doing with big beads, so you have it like make this as an ornament. I'm planning on making them as earrings, but you can use as ornament if you're going to do that. You can obviously use a size 10 needle. If you go with Toho 50 no, use 12 because you're going to need a thinner needle. So yeah, this is the pattern. I already have it on my computer. Hello, welcome. Hope you're having a nice day. A relaxed, chill, calm, nice day. That's nice. We're making a Christmas tree today, earrings. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy and maybe bead along with me. That's the plan, to show you how I make it. Maybe you guys will make it as well. For the clasp, you can use any clasp you want, but I found these. Look how cute they are. They're so pretty, and I'm going to be using this as the clasp. It might look like the star on top of the Christmas tree, and I think that will look very pretty. The thing with these is that I'm going to be needing one of these as well, because I'm not going to tie it directly. I'm going to put this through the clasp and through this. So it's going to be looking very cute. Okay. The beginning is ladder stitch. It's super easy, nothing complicated. When we start the project, we will count how many we have. On today's Christmas tree, we have 16, meaning I will need a longer tail so that I can work the tail in the pattern, because I have 16. If I'd had 13 or 15 or 17, then I would be working the tail on after the first row, because it would be on the same side as the Christmas tree. But now the tail is going to be on the opposite side, so we're just going to have to leave it a bit longer, and then we can work it in. So if you want to work with me, you're going to need some golden beads. As I said, you can use any beads you want. I'm going to go with the Milky Delica. I'm going to have to open this up. I didn't open it because I just got them this evening. They just came, and this is why I was so excited to show you guys how that I'm making a Christmas tree. That I finally have golden beads, because I was actually not complaining, I was mentioning on some videos that I'm going to be using Toho 50 nose, because I ran out of golden. But look how cute they look, guys. So now I spread them all over here. So I'm gonna be using golden. And look how unprepared I am. Again, I forgot that the tree has a root, so I didn't prepare the brown ones, but I will. I promise I will. Some green, obviously, for the tree itself. I'm using this code. These are from a Romanian site. This is the code. It's very live green. It's very it looks foresty. And for the ornaments, we're going to need just a little bit of red. I got a big bag of red because it was on promotion, and you always need red. So I got myself a big bag of red. 50 grams of red I got. We only need a very few right now, not so many. Just a little bit of red. Like so. And what I didn't prepare, but I'm gonna dig for it right now, some brown beads for the tree, you know, the wooden part. Now you're going to hear me dig through my beads. And I was so sure I'm prepared. I was like, this time I'm 100% prepared. Joke's on me that I wasn't. Oh, I found some. That was fast. You guys didn't have to wait long. Hello, hello. If I answer a little bit later, it's because of stream delay. So, hello, Toby. Welcome. We're making a Christmas tree today, a beaded Christmas tree. It's a very relaxed and chilled. It's a craft, some little crafting. I got my brown. This is a sort of a brown, but it's good. Some trees have this brown in them. So, if you guys gonna work with me, prepare your golden, your green, your red, and your brown. The needle, it's threaded nicely. I'm hoping I'm not going to bump in my phone, because my phone is exactly in front of me. So I'm hoping that there's no bumps and that I don't make too many mistakes, because it's alive, you know, and I cannot edit the mistakes. So just if you want, just listen to me in the background or bead with me, and we're going to start. So as I said, it's a 16 beads ladder stitch. The first 6 beads are going to be green. So we're going to be picking up 2 green beads. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Let's see if it's doable. Hopefully it's okay. Me moving a bit so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, you know. So you don't say that it's too blurry. So I got my 2 first green. I'm going to move them to my tail, that I'm going to leave a little bit longer, not too long, just itsy bitsy tail. And I'm going to go with my needle through the first one here, like so. And now we're going to go with the needle through this second bead, like so. And now we're going to make a knot. I will show you. I need to hold on to them so they don't disappear on me. This is how it looks. And without adding anything, I'm just going to go with the needle through this one. Next up, pick another green. Thread is on the bottom part, and we're going to go through the top, like so. At the beginning, the ladder stitch is going to be a little bit more tricky to show, so I'm going to go even slower than usual. Now I'm going to go with my needle again through this one. No, ladder stitch is important. It's like the foundation. Pick up another green, and we're going through this one. And we're going to go down through the added green bead here. Now we have 4. We need 2 more green. So pick up another green. Thread is on the top. We're going to go with the needle through the bottom, like so. And we're going to go down through the last bead we added. Now we have 5. We need 1 more green, and we're going to put it through the next one, like so. And again, we're going to go with the needle up through the last added bead. Now we have 2, 4, 6 green. The next is going to be 2 golden. So pick up 1 golden. I should probably move my beads a little bit, so it's much easier for me to pick them up while I hold the work. And this should be better. So pick up 1 golden. Thread is on the top. I'm going to go through the bottom. And I'm going to go down through the golden. Pick up another golden. And we're going from the top, like so. And we're going to go up through the golden. So we finished these 2 golden. Next up, we will have 8 green. So we're going to add 8 times green. So pick up a green, and we're going to add it to our ladder. Now this is very easy. The ladder stitch, everybody can do it. I need to hold it properly. The first row is always so tricky to hold on to. So we have 2. Now we're picking up the third, like so. And we're gonna go down through the third bead. I'm fishing for the beads here. Now this is 4th. And I'm gonna go up through it. Now 5th. And I'm gonna go down through the 5th bead. Now we pick up the 6th bead. So we have 2, 4, 6 green. We need 2 more. So 1 more green bead. And the last Now what I do, just to strengthen the work, so this is the ladder stitch, yes? What I do, I'm just going to go through this one before last bead without adding absolutely anything, and just go with the thread through this one and then through the last one again. It helps a lot if you strengthen the last part. So this is the first row. This is the ladder stitch. As you can see, my tail is on this side, so I'm going to have to work it in the project. I cannot work it on this to hide it on the between the first and the second row. Now I'm going to turn my work, so we're going to start the second row. In brick stitch, you know, you always work under the thread between the beads. Like if you look like this, between each beads you have a line of thread, and that's where we're going to be working adding our beads. So we're going to be picking up one green and one red, so one green and one red, and I'm going to be going under the thread between the second and the third bead, like this. See, I'm under the thread, and I'm just gonna slowly pull the thread. I don't want to rush, especially the first row, because if I rush I may get knots and I don't want that. Now I'm going to go up through the red bead, like so. I'm holding on. I'm hoping that you guys can see, but I'm holding on to it. Now you see the green one is a little bit not sitting properly. It's like on a side. So in order to make your bead sit properly in brick stitch, at the beginning of the row where it usually goes cuckoo, you're just gonna go through it. So I went up through the red. Now I go down through the green, and I'm gonna go up through the red again. And you're gonna see that it will, when I'm going to pull, you see it sits, let me just hold it like this so you guys can see better. It sits now wonky, and if I pull, it goes nicely in its place. And this is how you do in all brick stitch to make the first bead sit nicely on its side. You just go up, down, up, and it's perfect. You don't have any issues with it anymore. Next up, pick up a green, and we're gonna go under the next thread. I'm hoping you guys can see, because it's as I said, the first row it's not as easy to hold on to. And I'm gonna go up through this green, like so. Next up we have another green bead, and I'm gonna go under the thread between the next two beads. Hopefully it's visible what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go up through the green bead. Next up we have a red bead, and we're going to go under the next thread when I can find it. Oh, here it is, like so. And we're going to work slowly so we don't make any knots. And I'm going to go up through the red bead. Next up we have one green bead, so pick up a green and go under the next thread, like so. Next up we are going to have to put two golden beads, so pick up one golden and go under the next thread, and we're going to pull it slowly, making sure the tail is not in our way, and we're going to go up through the golden. Pick up another golden bead, and we're going to go under the next thread between the green and the golden bead, like so. Next up we have 2 green beads, so pick up 1 green and we're going to go under the thread between the 2 golden beads. And we're going to go up through the green. Pick up another green bead. And we're going to go under the thread between the golden and the green bead. Next. Next up we have a red bead. So pick up a red bead. And we're going to go under the next thread. And we're going to go up through the red bead. Now we have to add 2 green beads, so pick up 1 green bead and go under the thread between the next 2 beads and go up through the green. Pick up another green bead and we're going to go under the thread between the next 2 green beads. Our last 2 beads are going to be golden, so pick up a golden bead and we're going to go under the thread between the next 2 green beads and go up through the golden and pick up another golden bead and go into the last space, so in between the last 2 beads from the previous row. And this is what we have so far. Now if you want to strengthen the work, what I usually do is I go down through the golden and the green bead on this side, like so, without adding any beads, and then I go up through these 2. This is just to strengthen, is not mandatory, it's not added beads, it's just to strengthen the work. Now I'm going to turn the work like so, and the next row is going to be again a decrease. So a decrease row is when you add the first 2 beads between the second and the third bead. That's a decrease row because that row will have 1 less bead than the previous one. When we make an increase row, the first 2 beads are going to go under the thread between the first and the second, and it will be 1 number higher than the previous. So this is again a decrease row. So pick up 1 green, 1 golden, so 1 green and 1 golden bead, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead, which for us is the second golden and the green. We're going to pull the thread slowly, go up through the golden. You see the green is sitting wonky. We go down through the green and up through the golden again. Next up we have 1 golden bead, and now we need to add 5 green, so 5 times 1 green. So pick up 1, trying to hold this so it's visible. I don't know how it's best to hold it. So you have 1 green, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we added the 5 green beads. Next up, we need to add 2 golden beads. So pick up 1 golden and go under the thread between the golden and the green from the previous row. Pick up another golden and go between the green and the red, so under the thread from between the green and the red, like so. And now until the end we need to add green, so we will have here 4 green beads. So pick up a green, go under the next thread, so this is 1, pick up another green bead, go under the next thread, so this is 2, pick up another green bead, go under the thread between the green and the red, and another green bead in our last spot. And this is how it should look so far. Next up we will turn our work, so we're opposite of the tail, and now we're going to be picking up, it's again a decrease row, so we're going to be picking up 2 green beads, so 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third green bead. Now we're going to go up through the second green. You see my first green is already sitting up. I'm going to hold it like this so you see how when it goes down. Now I'm going to go down through the first green, up through the second, and now when I pull, you see how nicely it goes and sits in its place. Now we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead and go under the next thread. Sorry, I made a knot. Now when you make a knot, you don't pull on your working thread, you pull behind, like so. So you pull in the back, because you need to untangle the knot before you pull the thread. And this usually happens when I rush, but it's okay. We untangle the knots. So I added my 1 golden bead, pick up another golden bead, and we're going to go under the thread between the green and the golden. Like so. Next up we need to add 2 green beads, so pick up 1 green, go under the thread between the 2 golden, pick up another green bead, go under the thread between the golden and the green, now we need to pick up 1 red bead, and we're going to go under the next thread, Now we need to put 2 green beads, so pick up a green bead, we go under the next thread, pick up another green bead and go under the next thread, now we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead and go under the next thread, pick up another golden bead and go under the next thread, and the last two are going to be 2 green beads, so pick up a green bead and go under the next thread, which is between the 2 golden beads, pick up another green bead and go in the last space. Another knot, because I rush, I'm gonna slowly pull it from behind, and then we can move forward and pull the thread. And this is what we have so far. For the next row, we're going to be turning our work. We are on the tail side. Here is the tail, this is the tail side. Now we're going to be doing another decrease row, and the first 3 beads are going to be green, so pick up 2 green. Every row in a brick stitch you start with 2 beads, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third golden bead. We're going to go up through the second green, down through the first one, and up through the second again. Pick up another green bead and go under the thread between the 2 golden beads from the previous row. Next up, we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead and go under the next thread between the golden and the green. Pick up another golden bead and go under the next thread between the next 2 green. Next up, we need to add 5 green, so pick up 1, so this is the first green, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we added our 5 green beads. After this, I will need to untangle my thread because I feel it's a little bit twisted. Just the second, yes, it's very twisted. That's why it kept making knots. We are back. And the last 2 beads of this row are going to be 2 golden beads. So pick up a golden bead and go under the thread between the golden and the green. Another knot, we pull it back, fix it, and move on. Nothing happened. And another golden bead. And this is what we have so far. Now we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. The Christmas tree is made with levels. The first level has 5 rows and the next have 4 rows. So each 4 rows from now on we're going to do an increase, which we're going to do now after 5 rows. So this is the first level of the Christmas tree. Now we're turning our work. We're opposite of the tail. So here is the tail, we're opposite of the tail. And we're going to do an increase row, meaning we're going to have one bead extra than this row here. So pick up 2 green beads, 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead, so between those 2 golden beads, like so. I'm going to pull the thread and we're just going to go up through this second green. We don't have to go up through the second, down through the first, up to the second again. Now pick up another green bead and we're going to go under the thread between the golden and the green. Like so. Next up we have a red bead. So pick up a red bead and we're going to put it in the next place. Next up we need to add 2 green beads. So pick up a green bead and go under the next thread on the next space. Pick up another green bead and go under the next thread. Now, after we've made 3 green, 1 red, 2 green, we need to add 2 golden. So pick up a golden and go under the next thread. Pick up another golden and go under the next thread. Next up we have 3 green beads. So pick up a green and go under the thread between the 2 golden from the previous row. Pick up another green and go under the thread between the golden and the green. Pick up another green and go under the thread between those 2 green from the previous row. Now we have to add 1 red bead, so pick up a red and we're going to go in this space here. And because it's an increase row, we're going to have to add 1 more bead, which will be a green bead. So pick up a green bead and we're going to go with this in the same space, so under the same thread as we did the red one. So under the same thread, I'm going to pull the thread. I'm going to put the green into the place like this, pull the thread a bit till it goes in that space, so you'll hear somewhat of a click, and then you go up through the green. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We're going to be starting this row from the tail side, and it starts with 3 green, so pick up 2 green, so 1 and 2. This is going to be a decrease row, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead, so between the red and the green. We're going to go up through the second green, like so, down through the first green, and up through the second green again. Now we need to add one more green bead, so pick up a green bead and we're going to go under the next thread. Next up we have a red bead, so pick up a red bead and we're going to go in the next space. Now we need to add two green, so pick up a green and go under the thread between the green and the golden. Now we need one more green bead under the thread between the two golden. Next up we have two golden beads, so pick up a golden and we go under the next thread. Pick up another golden and under the next thread. And now the last four beads are going to be green, so pick up one green, second green, third green, and fourth green. And we finished one more row. And this is what we have so far. Next up, I need to move a little bit because I'm getting numb. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna untwist my thread while I'm moving around. Okay, so next up we're going to start from not from the tail side, from the other side, and we're going to start with two green beads, so pick up two green, one and two, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third green. We're going to go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. And now we need to add two golden, so pick up one golden bead and one more golden bead. The next beads were going to be 5 green, so pick up one green, now 2, three, 4, and 5 if I get to catch one green. Okay, so we added 5 green beads. Next two beads, so the last two are going to be golden, so pick up a golden bead and go into this space here, and the last bead is going to be golden. Nice. And this is what we have so far. Next up, I'm going to untwist my thread again because it keeps twisting. So next up, we're going to start from the tail side. We're going to be picking up one green and one golden. So one green and one golden. And it's going to be a decrease row. So we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead, so the golden and the green. Now we're going to go up through the golden, down through the green, and up through the golden again. Next up, we're going to pick one golden bead. So pick up a golden and go under the next thread. Like so. Next up, pick up a green bead. I need to move my green beads because they're in the shadow of my hand and I don't see how to pick them. So pick up a green bead and go under the next thread. Next up, pick up a red bead and go under the next thread. Now we need to add 3 green beads, so pick up one green, second green, and the third green bead. The third is going to be under the thread between the 2 golden from the previous row. Now we need to add the last 2 beads golden, so pick up a golden bead, go under the thread between the golden and the green, and one more golden bead in the last space. Like so. And this is what we have so far. Now, as you can see, this next level already has 4 rows. So as I said previously, only the first level has 5 rows, the next one will have 4. So the next level is going to be an increase row. So it's going to have 1 extra bead, so that we don't make the tree too thin. So we make layers to it. I'm untwisting my thread. Okay. So next up, we're going to start from the opposite, then the tail. And we're going to be picking up 2 green beads. So pick up 1 and 2. And we're going to go under the thread between the first and the second bead, because this is an increase row. Like so, making sure we don't catch the tail. And we're just going to go up through this second green. Next up, pick up a green bead. And we're going to go under the next thread between the golden and the green. Like so. Next up, we pick up a red bead. And we go under the next thread. And now we have to add 2 green, so pick up 1 green bead, and the second green bead, now we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead and go under the thread between the red and the green bead, pick up another golden bead and go under the thread between the green and the golden, and the last 3 beads are going to be green, so pick up a green bead and go under the thread between the 2 golden from the previous row, pick up another green bead and go under the thread between the golden and the green, And just as we did on the previous increase, we're going to pick up another green and we're going to go under the same thread as the last bead. So under the same thread, I'm going to pull the thread, arrange the bead in its place, pull the thread till I hear it click, and then I go up through the green. And this is what we have so far. Next up, we turn our work. Now we're going to start from the tail side, and we're going to be picking up one green and one red bead. So one green and one red. And we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead, because we are going to make another level with 4 decrease rows. So I went up through the red, down through the green, and up through the red again. Now we have to add 2 green, so pick up a green. Pick up another green. Now we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead. Pick up another golden bead. So we added 2 golden beads. And now till the end, meaning 4 beads are going to be green. So pick up 1 green. Second green. Third green. Some cat hair. And fourth green. And we finished one more row, and this is where we are so far. Next up, we're going to be turning our work. We are going to be starting from not the tail side, and we're going to be picking up 2 green beads. So pick up 1 and 2 green. Again, it's going to be a decrease row, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Now we're going to go up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again. Next up, we have 2 golden beads. So pick up a golden bead. And pick up the second golden bead. Next up, we pick up a green bead in between under the thread between the 2 golden from the previous row. Now pick up a red bead. Carpet is coming with the bead. And the last 3 beads are going to be green, so pick up a green bead. And we're going to pick up the second green between the green and the red. And the last green bead between the red and the green. I'm going to untwist my thread again because it's twisty. Okay. Now I've turned my work, so this is where we are so far. We're going to start from the tail side, pick up 1 golden and 1 green. And it's going to be again a decrease row, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead. we're going to go up through the green, down through the golden, and up through the green again. Next up, we need to have 5 green in total, so we need to add 4 more green. So this is 1, now 2, 3, 4, and 5. The last one needs to come under the thread between the 2 golden beads from the previous row. And the last 2 beads are going to be golden. So pick up a golden bead, and now pick up the second golden bead. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. As you can see, we finished another level, so the next row is going to be another increase, and we're going to start from the opposite of the tail. So pick up 2 green beads and go under the thread between the first and the second bead, which is between the 2 golden beads. And we're just going to go up through the green, through the second green. Next up, pick up a red bead and go under the next thread. Now we need to add 3 green beads, so pick up a green, go under the next thread. This is 1. Now pick up the second and the third. Next up, we have 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead and 1 more golden bead. And in the last space, you're going to add the green bead. So pick up a green bead. And in the same space as we added the last golden, we're going to go with the green. Placing it on the side, pulling the thread to hear the click, and we go up through the green. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. I need to untwist my thread again. Okay, thread untwisted. Pick up 2 green beads, so 1 and 2. This is going to be a decrease row, so we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third bead. So the two golden beads. We're going to go up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now we need to add 2 golden, so pick up a golden bead and 1 more golden bead, and the last 4 beads are going to be green, so pick up a green bead one more green bead, now we add the third green bead, and the fourth green bead. And this is where we are so far. Next up, turn your work. We're opposite from the tail. Pick up 2 green beads, so 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Go up through the second green, down through the first one, and up through the second again. Next up, we need to add 2 golden beads, so pick up a golden bead, like so. Pick up another golden bead, and the last 3 beads are going to be green, so pick up a green bead and go under the thread between the 2 golden from the previous row. Pick up another green bead, okay, they got a little bit tangled, it's okay. We fix fast. And the last bead is going to be a green bead. Like so. And this is what we have so far. For the next row, we're going to turn our work, starting from the tail side. Pick up 1 green, 1 red, 1 green and 1 red, and go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Up through the red, down through the green, and up through the red again. Now pick up a green bead, and we go under the thread between the green and the golden, and pick up another green bead under the thread between the 2 golden. And now the last 2 beads are going to be golden, so pick up a golden bead, and 1 more golden bead. I need to untwist my thread again. Okay, this is where we are so far. Next up, we're going to do another level. So we did 4 rows, so we're going to start from the not tail side, and it's going to be an increase row, so we're going to have 1 bead extra than this row, and this is going to be full green, so pick up 2 green beads and go under the thread between the first and the second bead, which is the 2 golden from the previous row, and just go up through the second green and pick up another green. So this is 3, pick up another green, so this is 4, pick up another bead, and this is going to be 5, next up is another green bead, so this is 6, and the last bead we're going to add, this is an increase row, so we're going to add 1 more bead in the same place as we added this last green. We're going to come with another green bead, like so. Not me hitting the phone again. This is what we have so far. Turn your work, pick up 2 golden beads and go under the thread between the second and the third bead, up through the second golden, down through the first golden, and up through the second golden again. Now pick up a green bead and go under the next thread, pick up another green, go under the next thread, one red bead, and in the last spot we have a green bead. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We're going to start opposite of the tail, so pick up 2 green beads, 1 and 2, and we're going to go under the thread between the second and the third, so between the red and the green. We're going to go up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again. Pick up a golden, and one more golden bead. And the last bead of the row is going to be a green one. And this is what we have so far. Next up, turn your work. We're starting from the tail side. Pick up 2 green and go under the thread between the second and the third, so between the 2 golden beads. Go up through the second green, down through the first, and up through the second again. Pick up a golden bead and go under the next thread, and one more golden bead. And this is what we have so far. Next up, we're going to do our last level. So turn your work, and this row is going to be an increase row but full green. So pick up 2 green beads, so 1 and 2, and go under the thread between the first and the second, which is the 2 golden beads, and go up through the second green. Pick up a green bead and go under the next thread. Pick up another green, go under the next thread, and the last green under the same thread as the previous one, placing it at its place, pulling the thread and going up through the green. I have to untwist my thread again. It's twisty. So this is what we have so far. Next up, pick up 1 green, 1 red, so 1 green, 1 red, and go under the thread between the second and the third bead. Up through the red, down through the green, and up through the red again. Now pick up a green bead and go in the next space. Pick up another green and go under the next space. Now turn your work. Now it's going to be all green, so pick up 2 green beads and go under the next thread. So in the between the second and the third, so between the green and the red. Go up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Then pick up another green bead and go in the last space. Now turn your work, pick up 4 green, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're making the top, and go as you would normal brick stitch, like with 2, but we're going with 4. So go under the thread between the second and the third. Now go up through these 2, and down through these 2, and up through these 2 again. And in that space in between, we're going to be adding this at the end. But now we need to make the leg, and the leg comes out of the golden, so from this. So I need to come down from here to exit this bead here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my work, and I'm just going to make my way down towards that golden. Just gonna go through the side, and when I'm gonna be close, I'm going to go towards the center. I don't need more thread because I think just this tail should be enough. This is what I'm working with. It's not a tail, but this should be enough because it's not so much to do the wooden part. So now I'm just making my way down, and now I need to reach here, so I'm just gonna slowly make my way towards it. At the same time, I want to make sure that my thread is hidden between the beads, that it's not visible, because we don't like to see thread between the beads. Made a knot, fixed the knot. I could just go through this one, making sure that I'm not forcing it either, so I don't want to break the beads. And I reached my golden. Now I'm gonna hold my work like this, and I need to pick up 2 brown, and I'm gonna go under the thread between the golden and the green. It's gonna be a little bit tough to break because the tension in the first brick, in the first row, it's a little bit harder, so it's strong, the tension, but if you force it a bit, it's gonna be fine. And now I'm gonna go up through the second brown, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. And I'm gonna pick up another brown bead, and I'm gonna go into the next space. Again, it's a little bit tough, but doable, like so. Next up, I'm gonna untwist the thread a bit. So I only want 3 brown, and I turn the work. I'm gonna pick up 2 brown, and I'm gonna go under the thread between the second and the third, like so, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now if you want, you can leave it like this, like if you don't have to add one more row, but I wanted to have a little bit bigger leg. So I'm gonna turn my work, I'm gonna pick up 2 brown, and I'm gonna go under this thread and just up through the second one, and I'm going to pick up another brown, and I'm going to go under the same thread, like so. Now this is the almost end product. Now we need to work our tails in, and afterwards to show you how I add the clasp. So the tails, first off, we need to work them in the project without being very visible. So I'm just gonna go through these, And I'm going to go through this. Now, as I said, the first row has more thick tension, so I'm going to have a little bit of a struggle to go through the first one, but afterwards is okay. So when you work your tail in, you just want to make sure that you go enough times up and down so that it doesn't unravel. That's it. If it's too hard, like on this, I feel it's too much resistance. I'm not gonna force it because then I'm just gonna break the bead. Let's see, can I go through this one? It let me barely. So I'm just gonna go through this red one and I'm going to cut the thread because it's pretty secured. Okay, now I'm gonna work in the first tail, so the one that I wanted to leave the tail in because me following from the computer, it was easier to know which side I'm going after if I have the tail, and might be easy for you guys as well if you have your pattern on the computer. You know that the right side or the left side or whatever side, you know that's the tail, and that's always going to be that side, so you'll not be confused which side to start. So I'm just gonna thread this and I'm just going to work this in the earrings. This is why I didn't cut it, because it helps following the pattern, making sure the beads don't put too much resistance. If they do, I'm not going through them, because if I force, they're just going to break. Okay, so I can cut this one and the beaded part is done. Now if you want to add normal clasp, add normal clasp. I'm going to try and see if I manage to add this one, because I don't know if it will fit. So let's see if we manage. So I'm gonna do my best to see if I need more opening. Because it needs to enter in this space here. Okay, this entered in the space. Now I need the ribbon. Okay, softly. Need to put them together. Okay, success. And this is the final look. Just gotta move this because they don't look nice. This is the final look, guys. We finished the earrings and I think they look super cute. And this is why I wanted to use the ribbon, because it looks more like a star. I don't know if it goes very well, but it really looks very cute. I think it looks cute. But any clasp will do. Like the design is very nice, very classic. It looks very cutesy. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I have a playlist with Christmas jewelry made. If you guys want to peek at it, I made a few designs. Hopefully you enjoyed the live, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to do more lives. And yeah, thank you for watching and have a relaxed morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And have fun beading, happy beading, enjoy, relax, chill, and bye bye.